Welcome, Daddies, to episode 292 of Dunn and Drew, and happy belated Father's Day to all the daddies out there. If you're a listener of the show, especially if you're an OG, you are officially a daddy, whether you have a child or not. We got a lot of, we're just going off the rails, I think, this episode. Got a lot of random shit to talk about. Titanic, kind of like not an Easter egg, but a throwback to Jack's movie review. Did you hear about the Titanic situation going on? No. Wait. Say that again?
I said no. Did it sink?
The Titanic did sink, but something else happened. I can't wait to tell you since you don't know what happened. It's like the biggest news story right now.
No way.
Yes, regarding the Titanic.
Oh, okay.
What would you think it is? Biggest story right now in the world is revolving around the Titanic. Something happened.
What are you asking? My prediction of what this news is?
Yeah.
Inside job.
Ooh, interesting.
Bush did it.
Not even close.
Guess.
But that's a fun guess. What else we got to talk about? Oh, got some fun NFL topics.
A sprinkle of NBA.
Yes, sprinkle of NBA. That was Dunn from Dunn and Drew, who just spoke. And I'm gonna give you my sobriety update. And a couple other things.
And basically anything that comes to our mind.
Yeah.
Like
so,
last week and the week before.
So hit the music, Kanye.
And I still won't grow up. I'm a grown ass kid. Swear I should be locked up for stupid that I did. But I'm a champion. So I turn tragedy to triumph. Make music that's fire. Get my soul through the wire.
I have a few morning announcements. Like this is school or evening announcements, whatever time you may be listening right now. First off, Patreon. We dropped a new Hung and Promiscuous episode in honor of Pride Month this past week. Go to patreon.com/DunnandDrew to watch and or listen to that episode.
I think they should make you know how they come out with a new pride flag every year? I think they should make a new one.
Do they?
Every
year?
I'm being dramatic.
Okay.
I think they should make a new one that says some kind of symbolic reference to a father-daughter relationship, like Father and Donna.
I agree. They can't put any more colors on that thing.
Jack, you weren't here. I was kidding, obviously. Jack, you weren't here last week, but you did get to listen to Hung and Promiscuous. Any takeaways from Eric revealed to me afterward that you were supposed to play Johnny, Donna's brother. So
yeah, I wrote lines for you, but I forgot you weren't going to be here.
Yeah.
And as I was writing, I was thinking
you don't want to be here for it anyway.
I was thinking, would Jack say these?
My favorite part, not to spoil too much of it, but was Father says, no, it's clean. Okay. Donna, should I call your brother to join? And then Johnny showed up like 2 minutes later.
That's the magic of TV.
It moves quick.
TV magic.
Yeah. So Patreon.com says Dunn and Drew. It's hilarious. There's hilarity all over it.
Oh yeah. Let me read I think we'll get some people that aren't in there interested if I just read the comments on the, why does Patreon always log me out? Exhausting.
And we're hoping to have a sequel and a continuation of this story. So.
It needs to, because it ends with a cliffhanger. So let me just read the comments. JC says, this is peak Dunn and Drew. Holden says, this is Dunn and Drew, all caps. Can't say that one. A rainbow strap on. Dog, they really back. LMFAO. And that's it. Oh, 9.3 out of 10.
Nice.
Rating.
Like that.
I wonder what the 0.7 deduction was about.
Skinhead? I don't know.
I'll have to ask him.
Okay. So what you got?
We have our retreat next week. We are going to Arizona. Can't wait for that. 22 men inside of one house. Who will survive? Who will have heat stroke? It's supposed to average like 115 degrees out there. And Andy's pumped.
It's a dry heat.
It's a dry heat, but it's still hot. I've sunburned out there last time I went. We are doing top 100 out there. We have been throwing ideas back and forth.
That's a big announcement.
I know it is. This is what today is for.
That's a huge announcement. Yeah. So let's give that a little.
We are doing top 100 at the Dunn and Drew Retreat.
There we go.
4th of July weekend. DaDies 5.0, everybody.
So we're gonna do top 100 off the dome in a consecutive manner. So we're not gonna take podcast breaks, and it's going to be fun. I won't definitely be taking pee breaks because there's gonna be a lot of drinking. I won't spoil too much about what we're going to do with this video, but it's going to be great, and it's going to be episode 300 of Dunn and Drew. So going to hold on to it for a little bit, maybe jazz it up with some editing.
Yes.
We're dropping it.
And retreat is 10 days away, so it is coming up slowly. Because I remember we booked this trip December. It was in December, like early December. And everyone's like, oh, this thing flew here. No, the fuck it didn't. This shit took forever to get here. And now we're finally 10 days away. Cannot wait. Also,
I have one more announcement.
Go ahead.
So if you're a Jags fan, you've gone to tailgates where we've spun the Casa, or if you've bought Spin the Casa merch like I'm wearing right now, or if you've had a sip of Casa in our honor or because you've heard it talked about on the show, I would like you to at least ponder the idea of possibly, hypothetically, but maybe actually doing it, sending us a little gift for the retreat. The Venmo is open. We are trying to have as many Casa bottles as Phoenix and Scottsdale could supply. So if you want your name to be shouted out for this top 100 off the dome, because the way we have an idea of doing it is if someone messes up, they say someone that's retired, or there's a repeat player that's mentioned, they're going to have to take a shot of Casa. So if you are someone who donates to us, our Venmo, at Dunn and Drew, we will buy Casa with your funds, and you will be shouted out throughout the video, before the video, after the video, whatever you want. Just donate, and donate to the Casa Fund. We would greatly appreciate it. And like I said, you will be featured in the video, the podcast, and the YouTube video that we create from it.
Yes, that'll be a very fun top 100. The first one outside of a Dunn and Drew studio.
Are you still on retreat? Because I have one more thing.
We can't. Yeah, we are.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
is your next thing that you're gonna say on retreat?
No.
Okay. I have a fear. I have a number one fear leading up to the retreat. You know what it is?
Is it somebody else or is it about you?
It's about me. Between now and the retreat.
Oh, now and the retreat?
Yes.
Something like sobriety update related?
No.
Okay.
That's not what I was thinking. I'm not sure. I don't know.
You might die.
There it is.
Really?
Yes.
Might die.
Yes.
I mean, I guess.
That I told Tyler the other day, I'm like, Tyler, are you worried about dying before the retreat? So it was
before.
So it crossed my mind because I was driving and I was going through a busy intersection. I was like, I could easily get T-boned here. And the first thing I thought about, not my family, not Walter, it was like, fuck, I would miss the retreat. That is the reason why I don't want to die in the next 10 days. The number one reason.
Well, 9 for you. Get a level.
God, day 0.
Yeah.
Love it. And the reason why it's kind of worrying me more is because I'm going to Georgia this weekend.
Oh.
And that's a 2.5 hour drive.
Oof, semis.
And 2.5 hour back.
Could rain too.
Jack, you just got done with a 12-hour drive, didn't you?
Yes. And yesterday I drove through like the worst rain I ever drove through. Like I was going down I-95 and I could barely see. I think it was in Georgia. Oof. Or maybe it was South Carolina. I don't remember, but it was bad. So good luck.
Where is it? What road?
I-95.
Oh, okay.
Like 0 visibility, windshields on max.
Yeah.
Wipers.
Like I was only able to drive forward, like looking at like the yellow line on the side of the road.
Yikes.
It was tough.
Well, Andy, I hope you make it. But if you don't,
this would be a hell of a clip to bring back.
It would be. And
So sad too.
It would be sad when it gets 5,000 views.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do better than that.
Yes, my podcast partner just died before our biggest retreat ever.
Would you go still?
Yeah. That would be like your memorial.
You think it'd be a big like celebration of me, celebration of life?
Yeah. I would bring out a big portrait of you and put it on a stand. And
Which one?
We'd lay flowers. Tell me now, so I'm prepared.
Your portrait of you hanging in this front.
I don't know. I looked around.
Larry Bird. If you have any good pictures,
I'll let you know.
I'll blow them
send
up.
them your way.
But
You could just take the podcast artwork of the solo version of me.
okay,
That'll
do
work.
that. That would be
That's why we're all there.
very sad. Another announcement. Little premature here because it's not officially starting until late next month. But we are giving away. Well, not giving away. It's a raffle, but everyone has the opportunity to participate. We are doing a raffle to every Jags home game this season. So Chiefs home opener, the New Year's Eve game versus the Panthers, Sunday night football game, Monday night football game. Jags home schedule is stacked this season. And we have season tickets through my charity. Shout out Chris Ebrio, doesn't listen. But we decided to get season tickets through the charity. And we're sitting in our usual end zone seats in section 124. So the sun will be on us, but that is the rowdy section, the most fun section in the stadium. So how it will work is you'll give $10 to the charity, and that will get you one raffle ticket, an entry into winning one of two of the tickets. Because we bought 8 tickets. 2 of them are for me and Drew. We're giving away 2 of them, and each of those winners will be able to bring a guest. So that's 4. And then each game will have 2 more left over for like our friends and family and shit. But $10 gets you 1 ticket. If you don't get picked for the first game, which will be the preseason game, it'll roll over. So you'll be able to win even just one-time donation. You'll be able to win any home game that happens this season. So more details on that coming much later, probably not until training camp starts. But Dunn and Drew, we do have season tickets. And if you win, you'll be sitting next to us, and it'll be a great time. But we're all in this season. If the Jags start like 3-7 again, there's no discourage. There's no discourage. We're keeping our heads high because we've seen what we can do. Hopefully, it starts. I know how Eddie could get, boy. I know how I can get. But we're hoping we start off hot. But if we don't, we're keeping our heads up. I say this now, and then we're like 3-8. I'm like, damn, what happened? Or like some significant injury happens, because we were like super healthy last year. So I fear that may not happen again. Because how often do you go back to back with like a perfectly healthy team? Anyway, I digress. More details on that late next month. But even if you're not a Jags fan, you have the opportunity to just come hang out at a game with us. So I think this benefits everybody. And in the end, the money's going to charity, and we're going to give gifts to kids in hospitals. So that's the main objective here. Lastly, you'll want to get in our Patreon. Again, patreon.com/DaDies, because fantasy football trivia starts next episode. So we'll have call-in, we'll have trivia, and we are filling our 12-man fantasy football league soon. Is Jack in this?
No, I'm not allowed.
Yeah, no, unless it's his only one.
I do not remember who won last year.
Because it was so mid.
I think I was I in the championship last year, or was that the year before?
When we don't win, or get far, it easily wipes from our minds. So I don't think you were in the championship.
Oh, yeah, I was in it versus John Michael that one year, but I do not remember who won last year.
What the heck? Oh, wait, it was someone who had Josh Allen, right?
I don't know.
Huh.
Well, if you won, let us know. But
I just realized we could do a trivia thing at the retreat with contestants there.
good.
Probably have to fill one of the weeks.
But yeah, that is coming up soon. So if you want to join our league, it's a very fun league. Last year was a little but usually it's fun and good and people participate. But starting to fill that next week. Football season is upon us. that is all for my announcements that I could think of. If I think of more, I'll let you know later in the pod. But on to a topic that Andy is not too fond of right now, NBA. We have to give a little ode to the NBA because it is draft week. I'm a Spurs fan, and we're getting Wembanyama this week. But before I say anything about that, Andy, your favorite player of all time won the finals. Did you watch the parade? How you feeling about the Nuggets? And do you care at all?
I just want to say that the Suns getting Bradley Beal doesn't move me a centimeter. Like, you still can't guard Jokic, so I don't see them. I understand being excited, but I don't see it happening for them.
No, they have a ton of work to do. Like Durant and Booker, they were not able to do it by themselves. And just adding another guy that can shoot the ball is not really – I don't think it's really moving anything for the Suns there. You still have to play defense, and outside of those three, their roster completely like drops off.
Just the same issue as last year. Like, they're just not deep enough, and they're running it back. I mean, he's an upgrade over Chris Paul as a third option, but
yeah,
you need more players.
This is funny because one of our friends, Daniel, shout out Daniel. He's poor guy. He's been riding this Suns wave ever since they got to the finals against the Bucks, and they just not have been able to get over the hump here. Like, he was hyped to get KD, understandably, but that fell flat on the ground, and now he got Bradley Beal, and he's once again excited. But I know deep down in his Suns fan heart that he knows that is not enough. That is not enough. Even the big three in Miami, they had Bosh, LeBron, and Wade. Guys, you need a big, because who's guarding Jokic? If you guys get rid of DeAndre Ayton, you guys aren't doing shit. But they're talking about Dame Lillard being traded. Finally, he's been on the Blazers since I was like 3 years old. I think the main team they're talking about is the Miami Heat. And I know some Heat fans in our Discord said they didn't want him because they were talking about trading Bam to the Blazers to get Dame, and they didn't want Dame. Someone said they didn't want Dame because he's old. But if Dame goes to the Heat, he's automatically your best player, no matter what his age is. This man was dropping 50, 60-point games multiple times. He had a 71-point game when I took his fucking under one game. Yeah, it was like 35, and he got 71. I took his under. But I believe the Blazers have like third pick in the NBA draft. And the thing is, Dame doesn't want to be on a team of young guys and rebuilding. He wants to be on a team with veterans to compete for a championship, which is weird because he stayed on the Blazers this whole time, and they haven't come close to competing since they were in that series against the Warriors where they got swept, I think. But I don't think the Blazers are going to trade the third pick for a veteran just to keep Dame happy. I think the guys in the front office are going to move on from him. So we'll see where he ends up. But none of that moves me. Because once Spurs get Wembanyama, none of your teams matter anymore. Popovich paired with the next generational superstar, I'm afraid it's over for all of you. I don't care who your team gets.
Did you see the baseball in his hand today?
Probably looked like a ping pong ball.
Yeah,
I did not see that.
So small.
I'll Google it.
Reminds me, I'm getting Kawhi Leonard mixed with Tim Duncan. And that's all I got for that. I don't know how he passes, but
You're gonna say mix with Tony Parker.
shit. I'm excited because the reason I haven't cared about NBA is because I've been a fan of a team that's been at the bottom of the barrel since the big three left. When we started this pod, they were at the top, and now they've been at the bottom lately. But I'm excited for them to possibly compete again. So you can catch me Thursday night in front of the couch watching the NBA draft for the first time in God knows how long. Because I do not watch the NBA draft because I never know what players are coming out. Even this one, I could tell you, Wembanyama, Scoot Henderson, and Grady Dick. Brandon Miller maybe, and that's it. After that, I have no idea who's coming out. But Spurs fans, we back up.
That baseball looks so small. And why do you throw a first pitch out of a Yankees game? A draft is in New York, I guess.
Yeah, it's in Brooklyn.
Okay.
But yeah, it looks like an egg in his hand.
I don't have anything to say.
I have nothing on the NBA after that.
I think we got it all covered.
We do.
All right, I have a very fun NFL game that I got an idea to play. I'm not copying another segment, which is rare. I saw just something that sparked my interest in a topic. But first, Jack, we got time to review my day. Did I stay sober? Let me see.
Sober app?
Next, yep, it says, let's review your day. Hold on. Guys, I'm still sober. Did you have any drinks? Nope. How hard was it today? Easy. It's like not even on my mind anymore. How was your mood? Happy, proud, confident, ambitious? I'd say it's ambitious. Did a lot today.
Why you Wale?
What were you up to? Work and friends and exercising. Hobbies, podcast. Haven't relaxed yet. Chores, I had trimmed the bushes.
Damn. Big
God
day.
damn.
Full day.
Busy ass day. What happens when you're sober? Dang, Skippy, they say. Let's see how my peers are doing. 16 days. Since I'm feeling stronger, I decided to give up junk food and cut. I don't know about that. Not going there. Hello, day 16. Grateful to be here. It was a bit of a rough day. Busy work day at work. Blah, blah, blah. Supervisor said I was doing a great job. It's so weird, though. I have trouble accepting positive praise, but take criticism 100% to heart. I'm now learning how to accept compliments. Okay, good for you. Better life blessings. I don't feel so. I haven't yet felt the feelings that people say they feel. You know, when they're like, "Oh, I went so," but I think I have to go longer. You have to go like
months.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what I'm expected to feel. I feel great.
What are the feelings?
I don't know. They're like, "Oh man, I look in the mirror. I look so much better. I have so much more energy. I'm sleeping so much better. I am sleeping a little better. I think."
How's your energy?
About the same.
Same.
Yeah. They also say your mind starts working better. No, not any better. I'm still like, we're sitting here on the podcast. I'm like thinking of, because I have something on the tip of my tongue that I would say that would be like related to what we're saying. I can't think of the name or whatever. I'm like, all right, just let that pass me by again. That it hasn't helped that, but I cannot wait to get back to drinking.
Maybe these people were like heavily drinking liquor.
That's what I think.
You're more of a casual like.
That is
beer
true.
guy.
I think alcoholics, obviously you're going to be, your brain's going to be altered by the alcohol if you drink that much. Like if you wake up every morning hungover, which I think alcoholics do.
Yeah.
I think stopping that definitely has its clear benefits that you'll probably start feeling very soon. But I feel kind of normal.
Yeah. So this proves that you are not an alcoholic.
Hopefully. I was tested. I was tested this past weekend and I knew it. When I was mapping out June, when I decided to do this, I was like, okay, is this a good time to not do it? Like leading up to the retreat. And I was like, all right, we have my dad's birthday, but he'll be out of town. And then Father's Day was the only other thing I could think of.
Your Juneteenth party?
Juneteenth. I did not join them. Fireworks were going off, but I didn't go out and join. But they were.
You're tempted.
Yes.
You're tempted to go to a party. Yeah.
So we did talk on the last pod what has been most tempting, like cleaning that one night, doing yard work. But this past weekend was the worst, and I've survived it, so I can survive anything aside from a retreat. There's no way that would ever hurt it. But not that I would ever put myself
or
in
a tailgate.
Position. Tailgate. Oh, God. Miserable. That would be miserable. Having to talk to people, small talk.
Yeah.
Without drinking, kill me. Yeah, I just go straight to the game.
Even drinking, you don't like that.
No, I can't get drunk enough to make that not be a problem. Anyway.
Damn, I can. I thought the whole tailgate.
Yeah. What did I do? Friday night was easy. Saturday, so I got to my dad's. We went on a walk, and he lives like stone's throw away from like this tiki bar, and we end the walk there. And they don't know at that point what I'm doing. So we walk in, and the dad usually goes to the bar and gets me. He's like, draft beer, and I was like, no. I'll explain later. So he comes back with a water and he just looks at me like waiting for me to tell him. So I tell him and they're like, oh, good for you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I feel like a vegan it's like, you know, the memes about, oh, you know that someone's a vegan because they'll tell you in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. That's
That's what I feel like when I turn down alcohol and have to tell them why.
Just a challenge for myself, personal challenge, because I'm about to go binge drinking for 6 days in Arizona.
Yeah. And then it becomes a thing though. Like they're like, plan to go to another bar, walk to another bar the next day. And my dad was like making the plans. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think about it. I'm like, don't stop. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Do you?
I don't want to, because when it becomes a thing, it's like, oh, that's like pick
you're
me.
holding them back.
It's like, no, it's like pick me energy. Like, oh, you're just not drinking because you want attention. That's what it feels like when I have to tell someone, no, I don't want to go. I'm not drinking. But so that bar was hard. And then after pickleball was so hard because you don't like, after playing pickleball, like Sunday morning, just want a beer, It was 11:30, but still, want a beer. And then we went bowling. We went bowling, and then they ordered a pitcher. And
that's tough.
Sounds like my family's alcoholics, but they're not. We just
this is all casual.
When we get together, we like to have fun.
Now the pitcher at a bowling alley hits though.
Oh man,
so good.
It looked so good. I came close. I came close to just saying. You
poured a glass, and there was like,
all right, not that close. But I was like, I said to them like, why? What's stopping me? Like I could easily just drink. Like what's the big deal? I've proven to myself that I'm not like an alcoholic. I could go 14 days without it. Why can't I just have a drink? But then I feel like,
what's your why?
Because that I set out a goal originally, and why not just come this far? And I feel like if I did take that sip, I would have regretted it. I was like, why?
How many days are you trying to do? Just
20.
Just 20? Okay.
Yeah. Once I hit 20, which is Friday or Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're not going to it's not.
No, I'm not to the retreat because if
he wants tolerance.
Yeah. If you go without drinking, like if I went without drinking for the past 27 days or whatever that would have been, that would be rough. Like I would not, because we play beer ball and you've seen me play beer ball.
There's absolutely no tolerance for what we're about to do anyway. So
I get really bad during really drunk.
2 games of beer ball, you're drunk.
Yeah.
And there's seltzers. You're drunk. And then you're drinking tequila all day, and then you'll be dehydrated from playing pickleball for 5 hours. So bodies will be in shambles.
So my stepbrother was randomly on a alcoholic not drinking thing too. When I was there this weekend, we were hanging out, and very, very weird
trend,
very weird coincidence. And he had these non-alcoholic IPAs, which I'd never heard of. Like I thought non-alcoholic beer was the boring, like O'Doul's or Heineken has non-alcoholic beers. I didn't know they had like IPAs. So I tried it. It tastes just like an IPA. It's very weird. And it kind of, if you have that like little itch, it hits it. But it was really weird drinking it and like not feeling it.
Yeah. Not feeling the shiver, the chill down your spine after the first swallow.
So that is my sobriety update. I did it a little sooner than I thought I was going to do. I'll delete it from headlines. All right. So what I was saying before I got interrupted, Jack, we have a new sponsor.
By yourself.
Yeah, you brought it up.
And let me just shout out that sponsor real quick. We are sponsored today by offleashandobedient.com offleashandobedient.com online dog training course. If you have a dog that doesn't listen to your commands, jumps on people, runs away when you're outside, barks like a maniac, jumps on guests, bites guests' hands, shout out Walter, is overprotective about their food or toys, you may not be the alpha in the relationship. If that's the case, please go to offleashandobedient.com/alpha, and there will be a free handbook that has 6 steps for you to take back your house. You must protect your house. And dogs are cute, but sometimes they shouldn't be sleeping in bed with us. Shout out Walter.
I have also kicked the dog off the new bed.
I wish I had that fortitude or strength. I just can't. When he lays down there and looks so comfortable.
He still makes his way on when I'm not paying attention, or if I'm sleeping, obviously. He'll sneak up there.
You're not going to feel that 2-pound dog jumping on the bed.
But usually when I wake up, he's not up there. He comes up there after, we're awake and wants to say hello and shit. But it's gotten to the point now, we've been living there a month. He'll jump up there Like after, I had taken him out in the morning and he thinks I'm asleep because my back's to it. But I'll just do like a quick sudden, like jump in the bed and he'll jump off the bed because he knows I'm going to fucking yell at him. So I don't want the dog in the bed anymore. White comforter, white sheets, dirty ass dog. Stay off my shit.
I'll put this link in the show notes and in the description on YouTube. Okay, this is what I want to do. This is an NFL segment now. Jack, Jack and Eric, if you guys were to, without doing research or thinking too long about it, if you were to make a roster that comprised up of NFL players that are playing in Florida-based teams versus NFL players that are playing in Pennsylvania-based teams, which team would win?
Probably close.
Yeah. I think Pennsylvania has the defense and Florida has the offense by a mile.
Well,
I don't think I agree.
Eagles got
Trevor to Tyreek and Calvin Ridley.
What don't you agree with? It's not the opposite.
I don't think Florida has the defense or has the offense by a mile.
No. I don't either.
What do you think about it?
So what we're gonna do is
Simply because of AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts. Who won the Steelers? Am I fearing?
So let's pause. I just wanted a quick. I don't want the full analysis because what we're gonna do is we're gonna create the teams. Eric and I will do Florida. You do Pennsylvania, and we'll see. We'll have the listeners say which one's better.
Okay.
So
right.
let's.
You writing it in here?
Yeah, we'll do team.
Should I write mine in a separate doc?
You can do O-line. Wait. Do we do every position? I mean, it's only 22 positions. Who cares? Sure, why not? Start a new doc. And but we'll talk ours out loud. So there's something for the listeners.
As I'm thinking about it, I'm gaining more confidence in Pennsylvania.
Nice.
Of course.
I wanted that because when I made the thing, I felt like felt like Florida was far and away better, but then I started thinking about it more, and it might be closer than
The experts think.
or Twitter. Like Florida won by. I did a poll.
Because you have a Florida fan base.
That could be the case.
That Pennsylvania defense is Eagles alone is.
Florida is winning 79% to 21%. So, Jack, make that roster stand out. All right, Eric, let's do the hard part first.
Offensive line?
Yeah, offensive line and defensive line and linebackers. So, damn, this is gonna be tough.
Just off the dome?
Jack, can you just do ours? Let's go. Yeah, let's do this a collaborative event. Me and Eric are gonna take forever to find offensive linemen that are good.
So I'm helping you make the Florida team?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's start with Pennsylvania.
Oh, we're making the Pennsylvania team.
Yeah, since you started. So who is your? Let's start with the boring parts first. Offensive line.
Well, that's where I think Pennsylvania gains a lot of ground too.
Mm-hmm. Like if Pennsylvania has offensive line and defensive line that's better, like it's hard to beat a team like that.
In the trenches.
I mean, it's easy. Jason Kelsey, start in the middle. Probably the best center in football.
That's crazy. He is about to retire.
Yeah.
He's really still the best center in football.
Probably top 3 at least.
Okay.
Better than any center from Florida. I'll take both their tackles on the Eagles tackles, Lane Johnson and Jordan Mailata. I mean, I love Broderick Jones, our first round pick, but he's still a rookie.
Jordan
who? How do you spell that?
Last name?
Yeah.
Mailata.
Okay. So right now we have an Eagles offensive line.
I'm just going to take the whole Eagles offensive line except for guard. Well,
which one?
One guard, Landon Dickerson.
Which one is that? Does it matter?
Side. I think he's... What side?
Uh-huh.
I think he's left.
What's his name? Landon Dickerson?
Yeah.
Is that who's that?
Eagles? Or
Eagles. All Eagles except for other guard.
Your right guard, nice.
Isaac
that?
Seumalo, formerly of the Eagles. So the Eagles' offensive line from last year.
Yes, Eagles.
Wow.
Carrying the offensive line.
Isaac who?
Seumalo. SEAM.
Samoan.
And he did you in the spelling bee.
ALU? I don't know actually.
Okay.
Palomalu?
Damn. All right.
Well, I don't know 3 of them, but I trust you.
You don't know 3 of them?
3 of the names, no.
Who do you
Okay.
know? Oh, you know Kelsey and Lane Johnson?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course. They'll be in top 100.
How about tight end?
I kind of think it's a toss-up between Goddard and Pat Fryermuth. I'll just take Pat Fryermuth.
Okay.
What do you guys think? Do you have a strong opinion either way?
No.
Not
Okay.
really.
Yeah, I guess it is a toss-up.
Running back?
Najee? Harris?
Yeah, Eagles, they lost.
Lost Miles Sanders. I'd take Najee anyway.
They have Swift.
They added Swift,
Yeah,
but
Najee better
yeah.
as of this point. It's Najee.
Thank you. Wide receiver 1? No, wide receiver 2. We'll just
Can I
do
have
2.
3?
We'll
Just do 2?
Well, 5.
Let's do
let's do
6.
3. We'll do 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 3.
Let's do 3.
The 3 I would choose: AJ Brown,
Yes.
Pickens, and Devonta Smith.
I was going to
Who's
see
your slot? Does it matter?
Doesn't.
I feel like it does.
I would. I guess.
Who would you put in the slot?
Devonta Smith in the slot out of those 3.
Pickens is better than Deontay.
Yeah. Well, they're very different. Pickens is more talented.
His upside
I
looks
think.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not scared.
Oh.
I did say offense by a mile, though, for Florida.
Do we do offense now, or does he just want to complete his team? What do you think we should do?
I didn't say quarterback yet.
Oh. Wow, bearing the lead here.
No, I'm
Completely
taking
bearing
Jalen Hurts.
Whoa.
Yeah, Florida defense may not be able to catch him on his legs, though. We'll see.
Okay.
We do have 3 teams versus the 2, though.
I
I don't think we're dipping into one of them. Well, we will. Linebackers are pretty nice, right? I don't know. We'll get there later. So what should we do? Should we pick out the defense that's going to stop this offense?
Yes, let's do that.
I'm helping you do it.
Yes, please.
Okay.
So this is PA offense, Florida defense. All right.
Start with the line.
With the line. Let's do defense. What would be the best scheme to run with these teams? Dolphins run a 3-4, right? I feel like they have since Jason Taylor.
Yeah.
Was that she put Wilkes?
Okay, we're doing
Jonathan
3-4.
Wilkes?
Don't know who that
Is that his name? Christian. Is it Christian? Christian. Fuck. What is that?
Who's our big defensive our big nose tackle? Jack.
Vita Vea,
Sure.
Bucks.
Don't know how to spell that, but I'll sound it out.
Christian Wilkins is who I was thinking of.
Don't know who that is
okay.
either. All right, who are our big defensive ends?
Not Trayvon.
Well, I think he would be good in that role, but we've never seen him in it.
Against Lane Johnson?
I don't know, but if this is a 3-4, these aren't necessarily pass rushers. We'll have our offensive outside linebackers do that. So these just got to be big. I just don't know the Dolphins.
Probably. What side is Josh Allen on?
I don't know.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Wait. When did he? Trying to remember like a sack. I think he's on
Bills
the.
game.
I think if you're facing the quarterback, he's on the left. Because I remember him dropping back, but he's our outside linebacker. but could you put him in?
I think the 2 outside linebackers is probably going to be him and Bradley Chubb.
Really? Josh Allen. Wow.
Bradley Chubb, Dolphins now.
Yeah. They traded him from the Broncos. And Josh Allen.
Shaq
Jeez.
Barrett's
Anyone,
on the
wait,
Bucs,
who's
but-
rushing from the Bucks? Don't they have good pass rushers still?
We have good linebacker, like
Yeah.
middle linebackers, which probably both of them are going to be
Okay.
Levante David and Devin White.
Levante David.
Didn't they lose one?
No.
Damn.
Okay.
Josh Allen. Still need 2 DEs. For this defense, Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
I mean, true defensive ends. I don't know if we can get that. Just throw talent on the defensive line.
Yeah.
Put Christian Wilkins or Jalen Phillips there. No, Wilkins is a defensive tackle.
But what that could work here. And 3-4s don't like pass rushing defensive tackles play like the outside big defensive end spots.
Yeah, they can. Jalen Phillips is an option there. He's in the Dolphins. Also went to Miami.
Or Trayvon, if you believe he's gonna
Yeah.
knock someone over.
I want it to look good on paper, and he doesn't look good on paper yet.
Okay.
Okay. How about our
So
second?
what do you have written down so far? What do we have?
We have our
Look.
big nose tackle, Vita Vea, Christian Wilkins next to him, Jalen Phillips on the other side, Bradley Chubb and Josh Allen pass rushing, Levante David and Devin White
Okay.
in the middle.
All right.
Sounds good. Not bad.
Decent. Secondary.
Our secondary should be nice.
Be a little better.
So we have Jalen Ramsey at corner. Who's their other corner? Wouldn't he be on here?
Who, the Dolphins?
Yeah. Oh, we also have
Xavier Howard.
We have Tyson.
Tyson Campbell.
Put Xavier Howard there.
But we have Tyson Campbell.
Yeah, we have Tyson Campbell.
I put Xavier Howard there.
Jan.
We'll put
1 interception last year.
Xavier Howard.
Yeah.
How many targets?
I'm not looking at that.
we'll put Tyson Campbell in the slot.
Okay. I mean, on paper, Xavier Howard is a bigger name than Tyson Campbell.
Bigger name? Is that what we're playing here?
Well, you guys just reference on paper. Thus, your argument for Tyson Campbell. And if we want on paper, Xavier Howard's a bigger name.
Throw my words back at me.
Okay.
Who is the safety? Is it just Andre Sisco and Rayshon Jenkins?
No. Our rookie.
Chill. Our rookie.
Antonio Johnson.
Bucks.
Mark the tape.
Antoine Winfield. I guess him and
That's the guy from the
Cisco.
Colts when Josh Goey made the kick.
No. No, Winfield was drafted by the Bucks, I think, in 2020. He's the guy. I think he's the guy that Tyreek Hill did the peace sign to in the Super Bowl. Or no, he did the peace sign back to Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl. Remember that?
This should be Poyer, but he stayed in Buffalo.
I mean, that's it.
Dolphins safeties? Do Dolphins not have a...
No.
No,
Really? Okay.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
So we're doing Andre
no.
Sisco at the
Yeah.
end?
Yeah, Cisco.
All right, good luck, Jalen. There's your defense. All right.
Spoiler, I'm taking Pennsylvania by a mile on both sides.
Wow.
But should we do Pennsylvania defense now?
Yep.
Or for what offense?
Just put the Eagles team.
Pennsylvania defense.
This is about to be loaded.
Damn, it is.
Loaded.
Yeah, damn. People fucking up in our... you've convinced me too, or this process has convinced me that it's Pennsylvania.
We'll start off with the best defensive player.
TJ Watt.
What are you running? 3-4?
We can run whatever.
You
Don't
said-
say that.
you
We have to. It matters.
Well, don't give them
Steelers
4
went
because
4-3.
don't give them 4 because
4-3.
they're gonna look amazing with 4 players on that line.
Yeah, I want to load up the line.
All right. TJ Watt, defensive end.
Yep.
Other defensive end.
God, I'm scared.
Ooh, it would obviously be
Who?
The Eagles guy. Or would he only? He can play defensive end, right?
Who?
Oh my God,
There's
you
so
know what I'm
many.
talking about.
I don't. There's a lot.
Jordan Davis?
The guy who
The
led
guy
the league in
drafted?
sacks or whatever.
Hassan Reddick?
Yes.
He's tackle, but whatever.
He's
played
tackle?
Both. He played both. didn't
No, he's a linebacker.
But he would play
was on the
defensive
line.
end,
He's
right?
listed as a slot linebacker. He can
What
like
does that mean?
thrown over the place. Eagles defense is gonna be scary this year.
We're doing a Son
worry.
Reddick at defensive end.
he? Yeah, he was everywhere.
Tackle?
Jordan Davis?
No, Cam Hayward.
Tackle?
There's just like so many to choose from. I don't know where to rank their rookie and Fletcher Cox.
Fletcher Cox.
Throw Fletcher Cox in there, I guess.
Little veteran presence.
I mean, aside from just the starters, this is just so deep.
Florida O-line cooked.
Chill. All right. Outside linebacker. number
Alex
one.
Highsmith is Steelers' other rusher to opposite TJ Watt.
Who?
He had like 15 sacks last year.
What?
Yeah.
It's my favorite button.
And he's coming off the bench.
Jeez.
Can I get an off? No, they play until they die. There's no bench players.
Okay. So if one gets hurt, we play with 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Outside linebacker.
I mean, I guess just take him. Take Highsmith, Alex Highsmith. Josh Sweat. Take
Other side?
This is hard. This is tough to choose. Oh, okay. I guess take Josh Sweat on the other side.
Who?
Josh Sweat.
I've heard the name.
This is helping for top 100.
You're gonna forget.
I didn't even say Brandon Graham. I don't know where Eagles fans stand on him right now. He's old, but
Weren't you just there?
yeah, but I didn't have any Brandon Graham conversations. Middle linebacker.
Please.
You
You could probably throw out.
What about, is Nakobe any good?
Yeah, put him there. I mean, he didn't get many reps last year, but I'll take him over who the Steelers have right now. They're unproven in my eyes at this point.
Cornerback,
solid.
QB1,
Big play Slay.
CB1.
CB1,
Yeah, put Slay in there.
And Minka.
CB2.
I mean, should we put Patrick Peterson? I don't know.
No,
Why?
he's old.
He had 5 picks last year.
The fucking stats, bro. Relax.
He's still good. I mean, I don't know. Put James Bradbury in there, even though he had the penalty in Super Bowl, which I'm thankful for.
Phantom penalty. Slot.
Wait, how are we? What number are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we only have one safety.
Oh. All right. Interesting.
Can-
How does that work? Oh, because we should take we can take a linebacker off. I forgot. Do we have 12 up here too? Because this is if we're playing with 3 corners and we take a linebacker.
Yeah, we got 12 up there.
Well,
whenever
we don't
throw
need
12. Who cares? We
Yeah,
can play
do
12.
Yeah. And we just need to know who's this completes. If 12 people, you'll have a complete.
All your personnel
Yeah.
options. Yeah.
First, second, third down. Slot corner. Let's get this over with.
I mean, I would say Patrick Pearson's the third best corner in this, but he's not a true slot corner. I would say that put him there, and then if we were saying theoretically a slot corner, we just bump, I guess, Bradbury or I don't know to slot. Safety, pretty easy. Oh, we're doing 2. Minka, free safety.
Why?
Because he's the best safety in football. And strong safety, well, I'll go Terrell Edmonds, who
Yes, who?
he Steelers first round pick in 2018, been star with the Steelers the past 5 years, and very solid player. Left the Steelers in free agency this offseason to join the Eagles. So
Oof, that hurts.
Jesus.
You guys just keep trading the players.
Okay.
Your spelling is great. Edmonds is ED Mans, MANS.
What did I do?
No, that's what you typed. Edmonds.
Right?
It's EDMUNDS.
I'm spelling it how it sounds.
Yeah.
Which I think all of these should be spelled like that.
All right, Florida offense. Where I may be proven wrong.
In terms of?
Them being better by a mile.
Ooh. Yeah, I've already been proven wrong. Center. I think we could take our center here, unless there's a better one out there. Our center played really well this year.
The rookie?
Yeah. And then he's coming off as Luke Farrell. No, I don't even know his name.
It's Luke Fortner.
There it is. Left tackle. Yeah, I only know our players. Do the Dolphins or Bucks have a good left tackle?
I think they both do.
Bucks have Tristan Wirfs.
Wirfs, correct.
Yeah,
Wirfs, and then the Dolphins got Teron Armstead.
Do we don't put them at left and right?
Sure. They both play left, but doesn't you can
Give me the names again. Wirfs.
Tristan Wirfs.
Right tackle. What was the other guy?
Teron Armstead.
That's Terron.
He doesn't care.
I know.
Left guard.
Who's the Jags left guard? Do we know? I can look
Probably not good enough.
Yeah, not good. Don't worry about it.
it up.
Probably
Looking at Matt Filer or Liam Eichenberg. What's he like?
Oh God.
But our right guard is he's that
Scherf?
guy we got from Scherf, Brandon Scherf. He's
Oh
not
right,
bad.
yeah. Stick him at right guard. Definitely.
Wasn't it Brandon Scherf?
Yep.
Yeah, Brandon Sheriff. Yeah, Pennsylvania defense already got 10 sacks.
Left guard.
Whoever the fuck he just said.
Would throw? I don't know.
Ben Barch.
Oh God.
I guess Liam Eichenberg.
Okay.
Goodness.
I think he's solid. I mean, he's Notre Dame.
So Luke Fortner, Tristan Wirfs, Teron Armstead, Liam Eichenberg, Brandon Sheriff have to block TJ Watt, Hassan Reddick, Cam Hayward, Fletcher Cox. Yikes. Tight end.
Who do you like?
Gesicki or
Gesicki is on the Patriots now,
Evan Ingram it is.
so it's Ingram.
Or
who's our coach?
Brandon Strange.
Oh yeah, coach too.
We'll do Doug Peterson because he'll know how to use Evan Ingram. Running back.
This is where we're cooked.
Who's the Dolphins?
Jeff Wilson Jr.
Devin A. Chain's a rookie that they're probably going to be. I mean, ETN's the best one.
Yeah, TN is the best. Fumble machine.
Bro, you scared me all playoffs. Not that he fumbled, but I was always ready for it. Wide receiver 2.
Yeah, we're not going with 3. We did 3 for the Pennsylvania.
Well, no, I'm doing 2, 1 slot, or 2 slot 1.
Okay, I think I have the 3 you should choose.
Okay, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
This could get interesting. I say we do wide receiver. We put at 1. We'll put. Oh man, this is where we might run the score up.
Yeah. Just we not stopping nobody.
Right.
But we scoring.
Yeah, but unless our
Doug.
defensive line gets a hold of ours. How about Mike Evans, wide receiver 1? Damn it.
I feel like Ridley better.
Wide receiver 2. Damn, do you know Jags make this list?
Ridley?
I was going to do, just in this hypothetical, just right now,
Yes.
Mike Evans, Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill. Who would I put in? Christian Kirk slot?
No. I like Evans, Hill, Ridley.
Ooh, that's nasty.
All
All
right.
right.
Know mine.
Yes.
I would take
You're going to say Godwin?
Hill, Waddle, and Ridley.
Hill,
Waddle, Ridley.
Waddle, Ridley.
Oh, so no Bucks receiver.
Correct.
Too injury prone.
I think
He's had 1,000 years the last 9 in a row.
Wait. He said he has had 1,000 years the last 9 in a row.
Did I say years?
Yeah, I heard years. He is good. Mike Evans still he's good, but
There you go.
last year I feel like
Fell off.
he still ended with 1,000. I think barely 1,000. He had some drops. It didn't look like prime Mike Evans.
What was your list again?
Hill, Ridley, Waddle.
Yeah. We'll get a lot more attention saying Ridley anyway. So wide receiver 2 is Waddle and slots Hill.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or
you
is
can
Waddle
throw it either any combination for those
Either
three.
way, it's 6.
Damn, that's sick.
The tight end and RB just not moving it.
Or
Is that the whole team?
or the entire offensive line. Quarterback is Trevor.
Yeah, definitely.
Remember we had the Tua Trevor debates?
Oh,
That was fun.
it was fun.
It's Trevor, Tua, or Baker.
I think that
What's the score?
I don't know score, but I think Pennsylvania wins in every single position group except for wide receiver, and it's kind of close at wide receiver.
How close is it at quarterback?
Pretty close.
Yeah, they do.
Middle linebacker.
What about
Florida?
Yeah.
Probably corner 2. Right? Because we said
Oh,
Ramsey.
yeah. If Patrick Peterson is playing for Pennsylvania, we definitely have the advantage on the corners.
That's mean.
And Darius Slay is like 40 years old, too.
No, he's not.
That's an old corner. We're going to abuse that defensive backfield.
We got the best safety behind them, though.
Yeah, he can't be everywhere.
He's not catching Tyreek.
And he's not picking off Trevor Lawrence, and that's all Minka does.
Lawrence
He
is
very
well
Tyreek.
We'll see this year. Oh, we're all going to the Steelers game. We all have tickets now.
We
Well,
have
plane
tickets.
plane
one way.
tickets.
One way.
That's good enough.
We're
That
gonna-
means I'm
then-
going.
Then we're going to stay in Pittsburgh.
I ain't going for the scenery.
What?
So, well, actually, after the videos I saw from the Taylor concert,
True.
I might. So I say Pennsylvania wins 38-33. Damn. I just don't know how we're scoring 33 with going against that defensive line.
Yeah. It's a 2-score game in my book.
Yeah, I think just the defensive line of Pennsylvania is enough for me to switch my vote here. Because that Florida offensive line is barbecue chicken. Fuck. Trevor's going to have to rely on a Tyreek Hill game that he had in the playoffs, and it was just scoring every play on 60-yard touchdowns.
Okay, so what would be if Pennsylvania advances, we can do this again next week with another state. What do you want to do?
True.
Texas or Cali? If we did something like that.
NFL teams.
Yes. No, at college. Oh, you mean no, if Pennsylvania's team here advances, which I think it does, do we do Pennsylvania versus California?
How do they advance? We do another poll?
I think we all agree.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
California, Texas.
Texas is just Cowboys, Texans?
Could
Yeah.
Missouri beat this team without needing another one?
So just Chiefs?
Yeah. What other state has two? New York? Ooh, that would be fun.
New
That would be
York.
really fun.
Yeah, New York.
Yeah.
New York, California. I don't think Texas is worth it because it's just Texans and Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think only New
But,
York and
no,
Cali.
California, New York.
You got Niners.
Ooh.
No.
Yeah, you'll need
Oh.
3.
Fuck. That would be
Niners,
Chargers,
Rams.
Yeah.
That would be nasty.
Potentially. We'd have to sound it out.
We
you know?
would.
I think New York would be closer because of the Bills and Jets defense. Cali just has 9.
Rams will contribute 2 players
Yeah.
Yeah, just Cup and
Donald.
That's big additions.
Right.
But then you have the 49ers who
Yeah, that's good.
the Rams, oh my God, and the Chargers. I think California wins.
Yeah, because we leave off Austin Eckler, who had 20 touchdowns last year.
we'll have to put Cali up next week.
Yeah. Okay.
That quarterback's lacking though.
I mean, come on.
Oh, Herbert?
27-0.
Put him on this team.
He had 27 in the first half.
Did he win? Did he win? That's the premise. You winning.
Okay. Here's the Titanic headline.
Okay.
Biggest story
Ever.
in the world.
Okay.
Just in the world, not ever. Okay. Okay, here we go. So it's a submarine carrying 5 people to the Titanic wreckage to look at it.
Like the movie.
Yeah, the Titanic in the bottom of the ocean. Yes, like the movie. Submarine with 5 people, but these people I think just paid like $200,000 just to take the trip to go look, just explore. Reported missing. They've been missing since Sunday. They will. Reports say they'll run out of oxygen on Thursday. It's like the amount of oxygen available in that submarine. It's not supposed to be a 5-day trip or a week-long trip. They run out of oxygen on Thursday. So like search is like rampant right now. I don't know why they just can't. Anyway, I'll try to skim this article because it's a long one. I don't want to read the whole thing. But let's just get the premise. A rescue operation was underway deep in the waters of the Atlantic Ocean on Monday in search for a technologically advanced submersible
Here he goes.
vessel carrying 5 people to document the wreckage of the Titanic, the iconic ocean liner that sank more than a century ago. The vessel was reported overdue Sunday night about 435 miles south of St. John's, Newfoundland, according to Canada's Joint Rescue Coordinator. Oh my God. According to Coast Guard, the craft submerged Sunday morning and its support vessel, the Canadian research icebreaker Polar Prince, lost contact with it about an hour and 45 minutes later. Like, what if I don't know. I don't know. What could have happened? Like, even if you get lost, just go up.
True.
Unless something happened and they just...
I heard it was remote controlled.
Oh, yeah. The person controlling it is controlling it like video game style. Like he's like in front of a TV moving it. It's kind of like Titanic.
Yeah.
I know this story is a lot more interesting than I am reading. This kind of seems like a boring Associated Press article.
A missing sub carrying 5 people in the North Atlantic. This is very serious stuff. The Titan was reported overdue on Sunday after diving toward the site of the Titanic shipwreck, it's pronounced. CBS News' David Pogue went on board the Titan last year for a story about the sub and the company that owns it. The name of the company is Ocean Gate Expeditions. Here's a clip from David's story.
Titan is the only 5-person sub in the world that can reach Titanic depths, 2.4 miles below the sea.
And yet, I couldn't help noticing how many pieces of this sub seemed improvised.
So the pressure vessel is not MacGyvered at all, because that's where we work with Boeing and NASA and the University of Washington. Everything else can fail. Your thrusters can go, your lights can go, you're still going to be safe.
Well, in a statement, Ocean Gate says this: they're exploring and mobilizing all options to bring the crew back safely. It went on to say that it's, quote, thankful for the extensive assistance that we've received from several government agencies and deep-sea companies in the search. David Pogue joins us now. David, I mean, this is just terrifying and so scary. We're all thinking about the people on board. When you heard that they were missing, and there was no contact. What were your first thoughts as someone who's been there?
I mean, this entire industry, this adventure travel industry is dangerous. Going up in the rockets, visiting the volcanoes, everybody knows the risks involved. And I can tell you that these submersibles are one-offs. It's not like iPhones, there are thousands of them that they can perfect. There's one of it. And so there are certain improvised, he got the lights from Camper World. He drives the thing with an Xbox joystick game controller.
Whoa.
So, but this is all standard in the field, and you know that it's a risk. So,
but when they first lost contact, why wasn't there effort to made to get to them immediately? How long was this trip supposed to last? Number one.
Usually it's 10 to 12 hours. It's
Okay.
2.5 hours down, a few hours at the Titanic, and then a couple hours back up. Why didn't they send the alarm sooner? I can only guess it's because things go wrong all the time in this business. The time I was there, my dive to the Titanic only lasted 37 feet down, and then it had a mechanical problem and had to be hoisted back onto the ship. That's very standard. So they probably thought, well, the comms will come back.
David, to expand on Gil's question, are there any outside bodies outside of Ocean Gate that they paid to keep eyes on the sub just in case something like this happens?
Yeah, it is.
No, it's in international waters. So this sub, as you sign on the waiver, you say, I understand that this sub has not been inspected or certified by any third
You got me
party
fucked up.
body.
And they paid $200 grand?
Yeah. Wouldn't you want to have a backup plan to the backup plan to ensure your safety?
I mean, I should tell you that there are many safety features of this sub and of the procedures. It's run like a rocket launch. There are these long checklists, and there are twice daily briefings that everybody has to attend.
Make sure the Xbox is on.
There are 7 different ways to come back to the surface.
Then why haven't they? That's the real question. Why have we not seen this thing come back into the sunlight?
That is the question that makes my blood run cold. Of those 7 different ballast systems, several of them work even if there's no electricity. One of them even works if everybody's passed out. It's
Just
a
lagging.
time-released sandbag that after 14 hours drops off by itself. So this thing should be bobbing on the surface. If it isn't, it could only mean 2 things. Either they got snagged on something on the bottom of the sea, which is pretty unlikely. There's nothing there but the Titanic. Or
pretty big
there
ship,
was
though.
a breach in the hull and it instantly imploded.
Wow.
What do you think has happened when you look at the two? None of those are good. What do you?
None of those are good. The fact that they lost the signal 2/3
bad.
of the way down to the floor, that's really bad. That means something probably catastrophic happened to the whole thing.
The pressure is intense, but of all the things that you say were picked up at Camper World or Xbox, the hull itself was supposed to be Boeing and NASA and impenetrable.
The hull itself it was co-designed with the University of Washington and NASA. It's 5-inch thick carbon fiber, never been done before. Everybody told Stockton Rush, the CEO and designer of the sub, that he was crazy.
There's windows on it or no? It's like, how do they?
In theory,
How the fuck are they seeing the
deeper you go, as
Titanic
the
then?
pressure builds, the tighter the water is pushing in on those silver end caps and making it more and more waterproof. So that's why I didn't worry about implosion.
But what can you tell us about this company and the people that run it? Do you think they're being transparent here?
Stockton Rush is a really interesting guy. He's built and designed airplanes. He's built and designed previous submersibles. He's a direct descendant of 2 of the signers of the Declaration of Independence.
This means nothing.
I won't say cavalier, but he did say safety is relative. If you want to live in perfect safety, don't get out of bed.
Wow.
So,
But they've had successful dives doing this, right?
they have. They've been operating
More
for
than
3
once,
summers,
yeah.
and they've been down about 25 times.
Let's end on hope. You have some. What is
I
it?
don't
Why?
care for hope.
That's what I
I'm
wanted to
afraid,
hear.
because
If they have
in
been
theory,
successful
they have
with this
4 days
before.
worth of oxygen. It's never been tested. Nobody's ever
4
measured
days.
it. And we're now 2 days into that. So it's half of that is gone. If they're at the bottom of the sea,
What do you mean no one has ever been down for 4 days?
correct. No one's ever put 5 people in there and said, "Start the clock. Let's see how
So
long
in
the air."
theory,
lasts."
it's supposed to have 4 days worth of oxygen, but
we don't
nobody's.
know.
Right. That's a calculation. So either they're underwater, which is devastating because even if we find them, there's no way to rescue them. The deepest submarine rescue ever performed was 1,500 feet. that's like this. This is 13,000 feet. Oh, wow. There's no other craft that can get down there in time.
But everybody has an idea about where they are. Why can't they just send something down to look in that area, even if there's an explosion, as you?
Because it's the deep sea.
Could have happened.
Because there's only 3 or 4 machines that can go to that depth in the world.
Wow.
And they're not, they take weeks to prepare, and they're not on site. I see. And suppose we had one, what would we do? Try to tow this thing up? I mean, the difference between a submarine, which is a torpedo-shaped thing that drives out of port on its own, and this thing, a submersible, is that this has to be carried everywhere. It has very little power. You can see in the picture, it's just these little plastic fans, basically.
So it's supposed to drop down and then just pop back up?
That's right. They release the ballast, they release the weight, and it just rises to the surface on its own.
The other thought, I think this is part of the hope, is if it's on the surface now and it's located, it cannot be opened from the inside. So it has to be found in time. They will run out of oxygen, even if
then
they're on
open
the
from the outside.
Yeah, that's right. We were bolted in from the outside. There's 17 bolts on the outside. So
you can't even get out.
The running out of air problem still affects us, even if they're at the surface right now. We need to find them.
Well, we heard someone say you need a miracle, and miracles.
Let's hope for one.
Yeah,
And
miracles
we'll have a
do.
follow-up on CBS Sunday Morning this Sunday.
All right, thank you.
You can't even get out if you make it to the surface.
No, because there's a reason we haven't explored most of the ocean, because it's hard as fuck to get down there, and it's just pitch black down there. Like, deep sea exploration is not a thing. They're trying to make it a thing, but clearly
they paid $200,000.
who wants to see Titanic shipwreckage that bad? And I didn't even see windows on that submarine, so how are they seeing it?
I don't know.
Just like cameras from outside of the boat that projected inside.
Right. You might as well just watch it.
Should just watch
anywhere else.
Titanic, the movie.
How much would you have to be paid to do that? Let's say like
There's not an amount of money that I'd go into
next year, like, and it's like
I'm claustrophobic enough.
Did Elon Musk make it, or did this company? Maybe if Elon makes it, the sub.
Did you see
Just kidding.
Did you see the picture of the 5 in the side? Someone sent in Discord, I think.
Yes, under podcast topics.
Oh, wrong channel. Did you see that, Jack?
no.
This is why no amount of money making me get in that.
So small.
What was? Wait, that's really there's nowhere else to go in that thing.
No,
it's a small little.
it's a little capsule that drops into the ocean.
And then they don't even have they can't I thought, why can't they just drive it upward? There's no motor on the thing.
All right, they're done.
They just have a sandbag that has weight on it that they need to cut. It falls off. Now they can start rising.
Let's say it's like a big submarine. Not that. You can walk around and stuff.
How
Would you
much
do it?
money?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Would you be more likely to go to space?
Oh gosh.
I knew that. I have a feeling that was coming.
That scares me too. I can't imagine sitting back like this and going, and you're in space. I mean, that would be more fun. There's so much gravity underwater. It just seems so miserable.
If I had a choice, I would definitely choose space over the deep sea.
Space sounds so scary, but I think I would do it.
And there's
so scary.
Well, there's been more successful attempts at space.
True.
True.
So many more.
Deep sea, look it up. More than half the ocean has not been explored because it's impossible to get down there. And we haven't even come up with the technology to do that yet.
So what amount of money gets you to space?
I don't think it's a money thing.
I would be
I think you're going to have to take my life. It's life or death. You're going to have to say, Eric, you're dying if you don't go to space. And I'm like, okay, I'll go. I still wouldn't go to space if you paid me. I'm terrified. It would be terrifying.
I get the jitters before my plane takes off.
But if it's space or my life ends today, I'll go.
Yeah.
It would be sick being up there, though.
I'm not moved by money.
No gravity? That'd be sick.
Yeah. I think once I'm in space and the flight is over, because I'd probably pass out on the flight. I feel some type of way going up in Delta. So, spaceship, I'm probably going to pass out on the liftoff.
How do they land?
On the runway? Like a plane? I don't know.
When they come back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's
there's these big like huge takeoffs. It's like
how did people get back down to Earth?
Parachute.
Would
you skydive?
No, that'd have to be life or death.
No, I wouldn't skydive either. I'm not a thrill seeker. My thrill is...
I'm not either, but there's
Would
a
you
price
skydive?
probably. No, I mean, there's probably a price. There's a price I would do it at. I don't know, though.
I think I could be bought to skydive because...
Million.
Tax-free?
Wow.
Yeah.
$1 million cash? Yeah, I'd skydive.
There's a billionaire in this vessel.
Well, they probably are all close to that. They can drop 200 grand, no problem.
Yeah. For this experiment.
Left based on that initial report. Again, that was just the initial report based on 96 hours.
OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush is on board the vessel, along with British billionaire and owner of Action Aviation Hamish Harding, prominent Pakistani businessman Shahzada Dawood and his son Sulman, and French diver Paul Henry Narjolet, known by some as Mr. Titanic.
Since Sunday,
That's unfortunate.
Coast Guard has about 40 hours.
Do you think in 10 years...
They're dead. Now they're dead now.
Oh, okay. I
Not
was
in
about
10
to say.
years.
Do you think in 10 years people will be paying $200,000 to go look at their shipwreck?
No. It's not as popular.
And then someone will look at them and then...
I just have a hard time believing that this was successful 25 times already.
Oh, was it? That what they said?
That's what he said. Because they asked him, has this been successful? He said, yeah, 25 times.
Wow.
But when he went on it, the guy they were interviewing, there was a malfunction, so they had to come right back up. Whatever happened here, they lost.
I'd like to see footage from those previous 25. Like, what did they see of the Titanic?
Yeah, has that not been shared? I feel like if it was successful, it'd be out there somewhere.
It's crazy how unexplored the ocean is. Space is more, surrounding space, nearby space is more explored than the ocean.
Like the closest I've seen the deep sea ocean is like those Planet Earth documentaries. And even they say.
The furthest I've been in the ocean would be, I guess I've been on a boat. I was going to say like up to my waist at the beach.
Like they get pretty deep in those documentaries, but this is, what do you say, 2.5 miles?
That's how low far down they are?
Yeah.
That is insane.
From sea level. Yeah.
Yeah,
they're cooked.
Titanic just sank for 2 miles.
Just kept going. Shipwreck not that cool to me, man.
No.
It's kind of cool, but not 2.5 miles worth.
2.5, like, can you think about driving or walking 2.5 miles? That's how deep you are. Ocean is crazy. And the only thing keeping that water like there is gravity.
That's correct.
Like the earth is like
The
upside
moon.
down. The water could go
Whoa.
right.
Oh, why you G's?
But gravity not moving. The water's not moving. It's not falling like it should because it's upside down. If I turn this upside down,
Do it. All the way. Over the laptop.
did you see that?
Yeah.
Now do it again.
The water fell out because I tipped it. The earth moving this way, the water on that side should fall.
But it fell out because of gravity.
It didn't. It stayed.
No, your water did.
That, yes. Yeah, like.
I don't get it.
Right? The water fell out of the cup from gravity and it just went right to the ground.
But gravity's not always down. Gravity sometimes goes up.
No.
In this case.
No. Oh, gravity sometimes. No.
Gravity just goes to the center of the earth?
Yes.
What's in the center of the earth?
Mass. A lot of it. And fire. Hellfire.
So that attracts gravity?
It's just so solid. I don't know why. Don't know why that in this big space, if you're big, things will come to you. I have no idea how that works, why it works. You just have to be big in space and you'll attract things. Imagine being so big in space that water just sticks on you. Why?
Is that what happens in space?
Yeah, you just have to be dense, and objects will
come to you. What?
It's so weird, isn't it?
Yeah, take me to space.
Should be sticking to you like.
I'm getting hit with everything, boy. Asteroid.
You just have a planet growing on you, like water.
That's crazy. And we're a small speck in the universe, too. Small speck in this galaxy. Billions of galaxies.
Yeah. And this is weird.
That's why money doesn't move me.
So how have we not been contacted by other life form yet? Because the universe is billions of years old. We've only been on Earth, humans, for a couple thousand, and look how advanced our technology is. What if there's been human or an Earth-like planet out there somewhere else, and billions of years old, the universe, that's 1 million years old. That's so much older than us, so much more advanced. Think of how advanced we've gone in the last 100 years. Imagine this scenario, they've had 1 million. How have they not figured out a way to go explore the galaxy yet?
Because
contacted us.
They don't exist.
That's a possibility. I find it extremely hard to believe. But
why haven't they done it?
Right. That's a good argument that there isn't anyone else.
Yeah.
It's just Earth.
That would be crazy. Like,
it's not
why
just Earth.
Well, with life like this.
Okay, yeah.
That'd be crazy. Why just Earth?
Yeah, why just Earth?
And then the whole solar system, all these galaxies, but Earth is the only one that matters?
I had a theory once that we were just the last ones left, and everyone just has disappeared otherwise, and we're the last one remaining. Earth will eventually cease to exist, I think. Human life.
What when isn't the sun gonna burn out?
Yeah,
so then the Earth's gonna be done then.
And we don't know how
way.
many other times that's happened to other.
Right. What if
the Earth or the sun just destroyed it?
Or what if there's other things that destroy us? What if nuclear war destroys it? What if all these other planets that could have explored, all of them die out because of their own doing before they have the chance to get advanced to go explore?
Sadly, it'll be after we're gone.
Yeah.
Well,
but I feel like
not sadly in our case. We want to live through it.
It'd be cool though.
I know that would be cool.
I want the answer.
Yeah, that'd be cool to live through and document and be all of our demises together,
just holding hands while
while the planet's fucking being destroyed. But yeah, I try not to think too deeply about it and just come up with one scenario that I believe. So mine is that we're the last one standing and Earth will be destroyed eventually by humans. Because it already is.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about the ocean. The ocean is most of the Earth. Mm-hmm. The water will destroy us all. It's destroying fucking Florida season by season. Then you have Yellowstone. If that volcano ever erupts,
Old Faithful.
Yeah, isn't that a geyser?
Yeah,
talking about the super volcano.
Is there a super volcano there
in Yellowstone?
Oh.
It'll drop ash on like 65% of the United States.
Jeez. That's sick.
There's a lot of natural disasters to be had in this world.
Speaking of which, there's a hurricane on its way through the Bahamas or whatever.
Really?
Yeah. I sent it in the group chat.
Oh.
Don't hype him up. He gets excited during hurricane season. A little too much.
Wait, is it hurricane season in the fall? August?
It goes from May to like November or December.
So that's like majority of the year.
Yeah, it's like June to November. June 1st to like November 30th. It's forever.
Yeah.
So is it a good one or what?
It's like category 1. Then it's going to go over like Puerto Rico and stuff. I don't know if it's ever going to like turn toward Florida. I don't think it will, unfortunately. Just kidding. All right, everybody. I'm done.
Did you answer space? Did you say space?
Oh,
what amount of money would you go to space for?
Yeah.
No, I'd probably have to be. Man,
would you do it for a Jag Super Bowl?
No. I wouldn't do anything for a Jag Super Bowl.
Would you skydive?
No.
Really?
No. For a Jags Super Bowl? I don't want to know that the Jags are going to win the Super Bowl. It's not fun. But you'd wipe my memory of it.
Yeah.
And then they would win. But me knowing now.
If you don't do it, they'll never win. If you do it, they have a chance.
Okay, so if I don't do it, they'll never win. If I do it, then nothing changes.
If you do it, they will make the Super Bowl they'll make the Super Bowl
You're just trying to get you to skydive
5 times in the next 20 years.
Oh, that's it.
10 years.
Okay.
Every year they make the Super Bowl.
Yes, I'd have to do it because I don't want to live the rest of my life without never making the Super Bowl. That would suck. God, that would suck. But yes, I'd take one for the team.
It would suck, but it might be the case.
But then what if they lost all 5 times? Like the Bills.
Yep, then we're the Bills. I don't know. It was awkward. Thanks for listening, y'all. We love you. We appreciate you. Hope you're pondering about the Earth's future. Left you with that little tidbit. As always, subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/DunnandDrew. Lots of things happening there. Listen to that Hung and Promiscuous episode. It's a tad vulgar. And until next time, this has been Dunn and Drew, baby, with a hint of Jack. Welcome back. There's my Zach.